Well, there you are. I was wondering where everybody went. Uh-oh. There's a powerboat motoring its way through the grass flats. Not a good situation. And Miss Lily's woofing at him. You get him, Lily, get him. Hey, Smoking, what's up, man? Oh, man. Hey, Johnny Hag, what's going on, brother? Good to see you here. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Don't fall in, dog. Okay, go down and get on the dinghy. She does like getting on the dinghy. Anyhow, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. You're late. Did you bring in? I'm not late. You guys are early. You guys are early. I am 1/2 hour before sunset. That's what time I start my live stream. 1/2 hour before sunset. So am I late? I don't know. I'm going to check. I'll see if I'm late or not. Going to the Weather Channel and checking. See how late I am. My phone's slower and shit. Look at that. I trimmed up the beard today. How do you like that, huh? Got it all trimmed up, looking good. Looking all sexy for them babes out there. So, I'm sorry, Mose. I will get that fixed. Alexander, I will get that fixed as soon as this live stream's over. I can't do it during the live stream, but I will get it done as soon as the live stream is over. So, let's see here. Sunset. Yeah, see, sunset is 6:20. All right, so I started a little late. Sunset's 6:27. I should have started at 5:57. I was, what, 10 minutes late. My bad. Just gonna have to take me out and shoot me, I guess. So, a friend of mine's going by. The guy's so chill, sitting back in his dinghy, all kicked back and relaxing. So, oh man, trying to catch up with all the chat and conversation going on. I don't know. Anyhow, hey Douglas, how are you? What, did I miss anybody else in the chat while that was going on? I guess I did, huh? Martin's here. And I can't even read that. What kind of fishing poles were you offering to sell this morning? I need several different poles at a good price. Well, I've got a trolling rod, a Penn 114H trolling reel mounted onto a Penn Senator rod. It's about $250, $275 setup. If you're here in the harbor, come visit me and I'll make you a deal on that. And I have a couple of fly rods I'm upgrading. So I've got some TFO fly rods and reel combos, 8 weight and a 10 weight that I'm upgrading. So I have those available as well. And those are about $400 each setup new. I'd sell them for $200 a piece. And they're in just about as new condition. So anyhow, cheers folks. New beer, that's right. New beer. Had someone donate money last night and said, go buy beer. I went and I go buy beer. In addition, if you notice the picture, the picture for tonight's live stream, the thumbnail for tonight's live stream, I could not find, and there'll be one person out there who'll get a kick out of this, he'll laugh about it. I could not find any Yoo-hoo, but I did find a bottle of chocolate milk, and so I bought that. I'll just leave it at that. Couldn't find any Yoo-hoo, found a bottle of chocolate milk, bought that, drank it. Actually, I was thirsty while provisioning today. I bought that at Publix and literally drank it in the checkout line as I was checking out. So I was thirsty. And man, chocolate milk went down. I don't drink enough dairy on the boat. I don't get enough dairy, I don't think. I'm not eating a lot of cheese because it's expensive. And I'm not buying milk because my refrigerator just won't keep it. It'll last, 2 days and it goes bad. So not getting enough dairy in my diet. Certainly not making any whipped cream. I don't keep any sour cream on hand, although I probably could keep a little sour cream on hand, but I don't have an oven, so I'm not baking potatoes, so not much use for sour cream. I don't make a lot of tacos. So, anyhow, having fun at your expense. Okay, so where are we at? Hey Marie, how you doing? Happy person. Hey Steve, what's going on? Hello Douglas. Are you in Florida still? Elvis Travels is currently in Florida. Well, I'm in Florida still. I haven't moved. I'm still in Marathon, Florida. So, and it really was 1 degree here in Iowa. Oh man, that sucks. Yogurt. Yeah, I should eat more yogurt. That's true, Ed. I should eat more yogurt. And that store's a little bit better. So, but I didn't buy any yogurt this week. I just didn't have much money to do much of stocking up. So. So that's where that's at. So, yep, dog's back in the dinghy again. She sure loves getting in and out of the dinghy. Hey Andy, what's going on, man? How you doing? I was not that late tonight. I was like 10 minutes late. Give me a break. You guys are rough, man. Rough. Actually, you know, I was finishing dinner. That's what I was doing. I wanted to finish eating my dinner before I came up and did a live stream. I had hamburger tonight. I made myself hamburger tonight, so, and it was yummy. It was really good. Hamburger on an English muffin, a little bit, I'm out of ketchup. Of all things to run out of ketchup, I didn't have it on my shopping list today. And I finished off the last of my ketchup today having a hamburger, and I didn't have any cheese for my burger, so I didn't have a cheeseburger, I just had a hamburger. Basically, hamburger, cooked hamburger as a burger on an English muffin with a little bit of ketchup. That qualifies as a hamburger, but it wasn't too fancy. No lettuce, no tomato, no special sauce, no sesame seed bun. You know, but I had it my way. Hamburger cooked to perfection, a little bit of ketchup on a toasted English muffin. It was very good. It was very, very good. So, anyhow, with that said, how was my day today? It was good. Good day today. Took the Lily dog for her walk. That went over fairly well. She enjoyed that. It was raining. It was raining when we went for our walk this morning. So we both got pretty well soaked. So it was not a real long walk. I did walk her like I normally do. I did not throw a stick for her today. We walked out to where the stick was normally hanging up, and plain hamburger is good, cheese is better. I agree, Andy. Yep, I wish I had some cheese to make a cheeseburger, but I didn't. Anyhow, didn't have her stick out there, so I cut it short. And like I said, it was raining anyway. So we came back to the boat where I had to change clothes because my clothes were just soaking wet. My shoes are still wet. Anyhow, so we got back to the boat, and I got down below and got the bedding and all that put up, and took off the wet clothes, put on some dry clothes, and relaxed a little bit before I did the morning chat, the Bookie Harbor Cruisers Net. Live streamed the Cruisers Net today, and I had some fun with them today in regards. Something behind me just went splash, and it wasn't a dog. Huh, don't know what that was. Anyhow, I had some fun with them today. You know, we play trivia at the end of each Cruisers Net. We have a section we do on trivia. And so I asked the question, why do we do trivia every night? Just trying to have some fun with them. And it was sort of fun trying to get all the different answers. I'm convinced that the reason we do trivia every day is just to check the cognitive ability of the cruisers. You know, after yet another day of drunken debauchery here in the harbor, it's good for everybody to check in and make sure they still have brain cells that are working. And I think the act of having you know, this competition, this test, if you will, every day on the Cruisers Net just allows people to know that, okay, So-and-so is here and his brain is apparently still working today. He didn't fry it yet. Although I must admit, most people in this anchorage are working seriously hard at trying to kill off all the extraneous brain cells in their head. So, myself included. And just like that, another one bit the dust. Oh man. Anyhow, what did I miss in the chat while this is going on here? I put cereal, honey fruit, and yogurt. Well, that's always good. Raw onion. No, raw onion's not good in yogurt. Walking in the rain is quite refreshing and cleansing. It is when the weather's warm enough, yep. You pan around with the other camera, please, so we can all see the harbor. Never been there. We will here in just a minute. Yes, a burger is a treat on a boat. It is, yep. Yeah, cheeseburger in paradise, guys. Tarpon splash. May have been. Tarpon or dolphins. We've had both jumping around here lately, so. Trivia lightens the mood, gets the brains active. It does all those things, so. Anyhow, let me change the camera angle a little bit here and reverse the picture. And I'm just going to spin you guys around so you can see the sunset. Look at that, huh? Isn't that kind of pretty? The boat is heading just straight north-south line right now. And of course the sunset is off to our west. Imagine that, the sun sets at the west. It sets in the west. You know, the son of a gun sets in the west every day. I wish it would set somewhere else once in a while. But it doesn't. It only sets in the west. Ha 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 ha. Too much fun. Anyhow, continuing on, walked the dog, got back to the boat, did the morning chat, cooked my breakfast while I had the chat, made a nice skillet of potatoes, onions, and eggs, bacon. What else did I do? That was about it. Oh, I had one leftover onion onion bagel, so I toasted that and had that as well. Hard for me to do toast when I'm live streaming the morning net because my generator's off, so I don't have power. So that makes it difficult to do much with. But anyhow, had breakfast. Got onto my chores. I posted the boat for sale on Craigslist today, and that took a little bit of time. I posted it in 3 different places. I posted it under boats for sale, but I also posted it under apartments for rent and housing available, just to see if those people that are looking for a cheap rental or a cheap apartment here in the Florida Keys would think, huh, you know, a boat, that's not a bad idea. I mean, it's about the coolest and the cheapest way to live down here in the Florida Keys. Without a doubt, it is the cheapest and the coolest way of doing that. So I spent a good amount of time today working on that stuff. Went in and took a shower at the marine office today in the shower. That was nice. Took a nice luxurious shower. Trimmed up the beard and stuff and shaved and got all sexy and cleaned up. Came back to the boat and worked a little bit on my real estate stuff and then had dinner. Kind of what my day was today. I'm sorry, no, that's not true. Came back to the boat and then I went to Publix and went provisioning. And I bought some beer and I bought some seltzer water and I bought some meats and I forgot a lot of the things I needed to get, but I still got some basic stuff, enough to keep me going for another 3 or 4 days anyway. So now I got to go get fuel. I'm out of funds for fuel. I need dinghy gas and generator gas. So I got to do a $40 run out there to Burdeen's and pick up some fuel for the boat. I fill up my 2 5-gallon jugs. Went there and got fuel the other day. It was $41 to fill up my 2 jugs. Crazy prices out here. But you know, that's it. You buy it on the water, you know, and that's how much it costs. So okay, so the sunset's getting there. I expect we're going to hear some conchorns here any minute. People will start blowing their horns. that beer is so good. Really hits the spot. Drinking one of them Yingling Dingling type beers. Yangling. North America, no, I'm sorry, not North America. United States. United States of America's oldest brewery is Yingling or something like that. I don't know. It sounds Oriental. I mean, it sounds like something you would get at a Japanese restaurant, Yangling beer, but North America, or not North America, United States. The oldest brewery in North America is actually Molson's up in Canada. Molson's is older than Yingling. So that's the oldest brewery in all of North America. But Yangling is the oldest brewery in the United States. And I think Samuel Adams comes in a pretty close second in behind that. So I'm going to disrupt your view here and check the chat real quick. So hold on a second here. No, that's not what I want. What are you doing? Go away. What in the hell? No. What in the hell happened? I think I've lost the chat here. There we are. Okay, now I'm back. Wow. Guess I hit the wrong button there somewhere, so let me see what I'm missing in the chat here. Oh, not really trivia. Okay, what's up? Okay. Got something in my eye. XTZ Zag. I can't go with it. X1Z Hag, whatever. Hey, what's happening, man? Nice to see you. Bookie Harbor is pretty. Not sure it's paradise. Oh, I think it is. You live the dream. How can you be so lucky? I don't know. That's a good question. I am pretty lucky living here. I'm on a mooring ball in St. Augustine. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Not much. Just getting ready for work in the morning. There you go. Hey, I had a calf today. Well, not me personally, but Bobby the cow. Oh, there you go, Martin. Cool. Now, is that a dairy cow or a milk cow? Or yeah, duh, dairy cow, milk cow, same thing. Dairy cow or beef cow, sorry. 4-letter word ends in K, best avoided. Yep. Pretty easy day, just cruising along. Does it bore you? Oh, not at all. Not at all. Gave you a ride to the gas station once to fill your gas cans. No one's ever well, the last person that gave me a ride to go fill my gas cans was Johnny Hag in Sandusky, Ohio, Marie. No, I walked to the gas station here once, but that's a long walk to carry 10 gallons of fuel. So, Sam Adams, 1984, really? I thought Sam Adams was an old brewery. Wow. So no, I don't walk over to that gas station anymore. I have to use my wagon to go over there, and the worst part of that is crossing over US 1. It's a very busy highway, and it's kind of dangerous. So I hear one conch horn blowing so far. I'm getting a good long blow out of it too. Wow, hell of a set of lungs. 2, there's the second one now joining them. 3. There you go, guys, the blowing of the conch horns here in Bookie Harbor. 4 and 5. 6, 7, 8. They're all coming from different directions. Pretty neat. Pretty cool thing to have happen here, this blowing of the horns each evening. We got some clouds over there by the sun. You can start seeing a little bit of a reflection of the sun coming up off the underside of the clouds. To me, that's what makes for sunset pretty cool. You get some spectacular color and stuff when that happens. Really don't get much of an interesting sunset when there's no cloud cover, but those clouds give you a little bit of interesting refraction. Now this morning with that rainfall coming down, we had a rainbow this morning. That was kind of cool. In fact, as I was in the dinghy coming back over to the Lily 2, the rainbow looked like it was ending right on the boat. So that was pretty neat. Unfortunately, I was running the dinghy at the time. I should have stopped and pulled out my camera and taken a picture of that, and I failed to do that. So a lot of mooring balls open in the harbor. If there are people still over in the anchorage, they're there by choice, because there's plenty of places to come and get a mooring ball right now. There's lots of open mooring balls in the harbor, so that shouldn't be a problem for anybody at all. Wow, that one dinghy must have an awful long painter. Look at that. Look at that dinghy over there. If you guys can see that right behind. The mooring is there. The float on the mooring line is behind that, and the dinghy is way back there away from it. Can you see that? I mean, it's obviously tied on, but he's got an awful long painter on there, so. Anyhow, I'll restore your guys' view of the sunset. Well, that was sort of our day today. Got some provisioning, got back here to the boat, got all the provisioning put away, stored, loaded up the fridge. I bought 3 12-packs of orange-flavored seltzer water. That all went in the fridge. The case of beer went in the fridge, and then along with the meats, the eggs, the butter, the romaine lettuce, $4.25 for 3 small heads of romaine. They come in a little 3-pack of romaine for $4.25. Pretty high price for lettuce, I think. Especially for romaine, because romaine's just not, there's nothing to romaine, but it's not very interesting lettuce. I much prefer like a butterhead, you know. I think they taste better and have a better texture, but it is what it is. Romaine is good. They have that big long leaf. They're good for making, you know, lettuce wraps and stuff, which is okay. So, if you like a lettuce wrap. Anyhow, let me check the chat again, see what I'm missing. I can't see the chat the way I have it turned, so I gotta turn it back to check it. So, okay, let's see. Okay, there's Sam. Okay, did I hear right that you're selling Lily? Yes, Lily 2 is for sale. Beef Highland cow. Oh, Highland. There you go. Really, Scottish Highlands. So yes, those. Well, actually, those are a beef cow, but I do know people that milk them. So that's pretty cool, Martin. How long are you staying there in the harbor? Well, for as long as possible. Baby calves are cute. Yes, they are. Oh man. There goes the dog walking right through your field of vision. That's right. Well, it looks like the sunset's kind of over. I got to turn here anyway. I can just sit in one direction for so long. Here's a look at the other side of my boat. A view of the harbor. As you can see, there's an empty mooring ball right there. That's Bill's. That's Bill's balls. Bill left his balls here in the harbor. Yep, no one's taken Bill's ball yet. But I see even from here, I can see 4 or 5, 6 empty mooring balls. So there's quite a few available. So this is Boot Key Harbor. And it's a pretty cool harbor. Let me set you guys down here for a minute and get you adjusted so that I can relax here for a second. I gotta turn you all which way. And there you are. There you are. So yeah, so the harbor's got a lot of available mooring balls right now. There's plenty of space. Hello, dog. There's plenty of space for people. Anybody that needed to come in and find a mooring ball, there's something available for them right now, isn't there? Are there mooring balls available? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. So Yeah, Buki Harbor is kind of a neat place. I've been talking with a lot of people the last couple of days in regards to selling my boat. A lot of people have been asking me all kinds of questions about the boat, where it is and what it's doing, and on and on and on and on and on. Um, so anyhow, been trying to explain to people about the harbor here, and so Paula says, I left my balls in Buki Harbor. Tony Bennett. I left my balls. Yesterday I had a Yingling and the oldest beer in St. Augustine. The oldest town and the oldest bar in town. How cool. There you go. That's pretty cool, Dale. That's right. That's very cool. So, are you retired? No, I am not retired. I am not retired at all. I'm working. So, but yeah, so people have been asking me about Buki Harbor and trying to explain to people. But you know, you really don't appreciate how cool of a place this is. There are so many places nowadays that they really prejudice against people that live aboard. It's very hard to find a place that you can live on your boat anymore. So many areas are passing rules and laws against anchoring out. So many places are that were marinas that were good for liveaboards have gone condo, and they're selling the slips now, and they're very expensive. So a lot of the liveaboard type people are just getting chased out or priced out of almost every market. So Buki Harbor here is sort of an anomaly in a lot of ways, in that it's really a cool place to live. All these boats that you can see, let me pick this up and show you around. Okay, so all the boats around there behind me, every one of those boats on that side of me, I'm gonna reverse the camera now. Okay, and all of those boats on that side of me, going way out there, you can look, there's masts way out there in the distance, okay? Every one of those boats, people are living aboard. There's no such thing in Buki Harbor as wet storage. Every boat here, all 260 mooring balls, out of which, you know, maybe 10 or 15 of them are open right now, so 250 mooring balls right now, have people that live on board their boat. It's a live aboard community. And that's kind of a rare thing today. So, and for the small, I think very affordable small price of $348, which includes the taxes, I get tied to an anchor here, or I get tied to a mooring here. A solid mooring ball that gives me confidence that my boat's not going anywhere, no matter how hard the wind blows. And I have a marina that I can use here that has a place for me that I can put my dinghy up there and tie my dinghy off. I've got hot showers. I've got a beautiful laundry facility. Bathrooms, of course, are there. The marina has mail services, so I get my mail delivered here. Parking for one car. There's a cruiser's lounge that has 2 television rooms in it where you can sit in there and watch TV. There's workshops there available for you to go to work on your stuff if you need to work on something. There is storage units available for you can rent a little storage so you can move some stuff off the boat. Of course, those are full and there's a long waiting list for them. They need a lot more of that apparently. And there's all kinds of activities going on. If you listen to the morning nets, there's all kinds of activities that goes on here. So the mooring field is owned by the city and the state. They're part of the mooring balls are owned by the city of Marathon. Some of them are owned by the state of Florida. They're all managed, however, by the city office here. All 260 balls are managed by the city office. So it's good revenue. I mean, 260 mooring balls at $348 a month. Do the math. City of Marathon. It's my beer. You can't have any. No, you can't. Anyhow, so they make out fairly well. I mean, they're making a pretty good dollar from it for really land that they don't own. I mean, we're just out here in the water. The city doesn't own the water; they own the land. But so this is a good service they provide. And oh, and that also includes weekly pump out. They have a boat that comes out and pumps out our head every week. So I get to sit out here on my mooring ball, on my boat, for $350 basically a month, and be able to live like this. Hang out here on the boat and drink beer and chill out and relax. And yeah, that's right, pilot, $80,000 a month, yeah. But so what? Let them make a buck, you know? If they're making that kind of money, then God bless them. You know, that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me in a bit. I think for $348, I'm getting a hell of a deal. Now, to give you an example of comparison, I was looking for an apartment. In fact, in 2015, I did rent an apartment here. The apartment that I rented was an enclosed front porch. It had been an enclosed front porch off of a old, very, very old pull-behind camper. Now, the pull-behind camper was parked in, and then kind of walls were built around it, so to speak, and a porch thing was empty. Anyhow, the room that I rented was about 11 feet wide, 34 feet long, one straight room. That was the living room, dining room, kitchen, all in one area, one room. And then it had a little area that went off to the side that was a little hallway, and then what should have been a half bathroom made into a full bath. It was so tight that I actually had to remove the bathroom sink in order to get in and out of the shower. That's how small the bathroom was. Okay, so that was a pretty nasty facility. I mean, not luxury by any stretch of the imagination. It had a small apartment refrigerator, it had a small stove, it had a sink, it had hot and cold running water. In a storage unit, in a yard barn around the back of behind the house, there was a washer and dryer available, so that was convenient. Anyhow, that rental was $1,000 a month. That's one room, not much bigger than my boat. It was one room, $1,000 a month. So to be able to live here on my boat for $348, that's really quite a hell of a deal. That really is quite a hell of a deal. So, and yes, whoever buys my boat will just take over the ability to stay here in the marina. They can just start paying the city marina for the ball. So, anyway, I'm gonna go back and check the chat here. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so that was Dale talking about the Yingling. Hey guys, hey Dan. Crazy Cat Wish. Do you work in the harbor? That's cool. I would like to do that. No, I do not work here in the harbor. I work on shore. A lot of boats, yep. Does the city own the balls and showers? The city and the state half each own the balls. The city owns the showers. Some must be transient. Yes, quite a few people are just here for a short period of time, but a lot of people live here year-round. So everywhere is trying to get rid of us liveaboards. That's right, Dale. Everyone's trying to get rid of them. So cities should never own balls by rule. In California, you have to pay property tax on moorings. Oh wow, not here. Is the mooring based on a per foot? No, not really. Most they do have two classes of mooring balls though. I think once you get over a certain size, you have to go to a different set of mooring balls, and I don't know what the price of those mooring balls are. I rather imagine they're a bit more expensive. So, but all the boats in the area that I'm in, and I'm probably the smallest boat in the area right where I'm at, they all pay the same price, $348. So. Contract transfer to whomever buys your boat, or do they get on a waiting list? No, Kimmy, at this point there is no waiting list. There's plenty of balls available, so anybody can just buy the boat and then, you know, set up their own lease with the city. It'd be fine. I didn't like his name. Okay. All right, well, there you go. Or him. All right, well, there you go. So be it. So be it, saith the Lord, huh? More trash. Oh man. So again, not a day with any wind. It's been pretty still out here. Now last night the little no-see-ums came out a little bit. Didn't see much of the way of mosquito activity. Had a few flying around, but not a lot. There's just a real slight breeze coming out right now, and it's coming out of the north. So I'm sorry, out of the south. I said the north. The north is that way. It's coming out of the south. So we have a wind coming out of the south heading north right now. So very slight, very slight. 2 miles an hour. If you look around, everybody's flags, all the flags are just hanging straight down. Nobody's flag is fluttering in the wind. Not enough breeze to even do that. So pretty calm and quiet out here for a Sunday night. So so this week coming up, not a lot of real exciting stuff going on. His name was a day giveaway. Oh yeah, Johnny Hack. You can tell. Come on, you guys can tell. So can I ask if you're... Thank you for that. Well, while I'm live streaming, guys, I'm sorry if I keep getting distracted, but my phone keeps bringing up over and over and over again. I posted on Craigslist today and in a couple of the YouTube chats, and my phone has just been lighting up with people interested in my boat. I kid you not, you know. I just turned my phone on and there's, I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've had 9 messages while I've been live streaming here on this one phone, not including what's coming in on that phone, and emails and whatever else with people inquiring about my my boat for sale. So it tells me I'm one of 2 things. I either have it priced way too cheaply, which is a good possibility, or there's just a lot of people looking for, you know, a decent boat to live aboard and be able to hang out and relax here in the harbor on. I mean, you know, anybody that's up there in the Midwest that's, you know, sitting there with 2 feet of snow on the ground, freezing their butt off, $5,600 you could be here doing this, you know. I mean, the down payment on a car, you could buy my boat, move down here and hang out here in the harbor and drink beer and relax, and you know, your monthly expenses, your grocery bill and your rent bill is $348 a month. I have sold, I can't tell you, countless condos and townhomes whose monthly maintenance fee is a whole lot more than that, you know, and that's going out and spending $300,000-400,000 on a condo. There's my buddy over there. Let me turn around and show you. He's got his little dinghy. Maybe you can see him right there. That little dinghy going away. He's a good guy. He has a boat cleaning service and does a really good job. And he's been noticing all the troll activity on my posts and stuff. And he's just like, you know, these guys are such idiots, you know. I mean, if you don't like my boat, if you don't like me, whatever, then, you know, whatever. But they've been getting on there and trying to slam it and whatever, and he's just been like, come on, people, get real. So, anyway, he does a really good job at bottom cleaning and stuff. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Sorry, I missed it last night, playing with my granddaughter, number 3. Pilot, I agree with you, man. I wish I was around my granddaughter. That would be fun, so. Oh, Crazy Cat was just deleted. I didn't even get to read that. All unlisted, my gosh. Some. But only that's right. Some will be spam, but it only takes 1. That's right. Wait, trim the bill. Yeah, Builder Bob did. Yep, took a shower, trimmed the beard, shaved, cleaned it all up. Now my neighbor over there, his little dinghy is sort of an interesting little thing. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little catamaran. It's a little tiny catamaran that he's out there in Livingston. That's a little Livingston. If you see the stern of his boat, even with just him in the back of his boat, he's only got about 3 or 4 inches of freeboard. 3 or 4 inches of stern before the water starts coming in. I obviously could not survive in a boat like that. If I got on a boat like that, it would sink pretty quickly. And he says, make sure those coals are not trolls. Mods, be careful. We're a little quick on the trigger tonight. Yep, a little bit. So, asked about my plans. Okay, well, good. Then they weren't too quick because I'm not sharing my plans. So, yep, and absolutely, yeah, I'm looking for cash only. Cash money on the barrelhead. I don't want people PayPaling me my money or something. I'm not going to deal with somebody buying the boat and then turning around and canceling their credit card or whatever. So, because, you know, I've had that nonsense happen before. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be a nice, clean, you know, I've got a clean title. I can sign the title over, no problem. There's no liens on the title. But if I'm going to sign the title over to somebody, I want cash money. I want to make sure they have the bucks. So, and I'm only asking $5,600. This boat, I mean, you get on any of the sailboat sites like Yacht World and try pricing a brand new 29-foot boat. 29-foot sailboat. Go ahead and price one. 80,000 bucks. The cheapest one I found on Yacht World was $80,000 for a 29-foot sailboat, brand new, loaded boat. And I'm amazed at how many people, and you know, it's the trash people. Oh, well, you know, your boat's old and it doesn't have this and it doesn't have that. I'm like, oh, fine, go get yourself a boat with all that stuff. You'll spend $80,000. I'm only asking $5,600. You know, for $5,600, you get a 45-year-old boat that needs to have all this stuff done to it. If you want all that stuff done, I can do all that stuff, but then I'm going to sell you the boat for $80,000. And believe me, it ain't going to cost anyway. Okay, seriously, you could completely do all the standing and running rigging on this boat for $3,500. I would say $3,500 to completely redo all the standing and running rigging. Taking the mast down, rewiring the mast, putting up all new stays, $3,500. It's just not that expensive. For another $3,500, you can buy all new sails. So now you're into the boat for $7,000. Let's say you go on the outside and you want to put in the best, you know, 3-cylinder Yanmar on here. So you repower the boat again. So now you're into it for $17,000. So now you've got, and then you have somebody come in and you have everything reupholstered, get a new stove put in, new refrigerator. If you had everything on this boat brand new, restored, all 100%, you'd have $25,000 in this boat. You would not have $80,000 in this boat. You would have 25, maybe 30. And that would be installing a new windlass up on the front, you know, getting the boat, pulling the boat out, having it cleaned, having it repainted top to bottom, the whole thing, getting all the wood refinished. You know, you could do all of that stuff and you're not going to be anywhere near $80,000, which is how much a new 29-foot boat costs. But if you want a new boat, then go out and spend $80,000 and buy yourself a new boat and enjoy your boat payment. Right now, somebody with what would be the down payment money on a car these days, $5,600, you can buy the Lily 2 and be able to hang out here in the harbor and not be freezing your bippy off up there in Minnesota or Michigan or Rhode Island or Maine or New York or wherever you are. You know, you can come back here and hang out on the boat and enjoy listening to Concords and these beautiful sunsets every night. And I don't know. It boggles my mind why anybody would not want to be doing this. It really does. But I'm glad not everybody's doing this because it'd be too crowded down here. So, but yes, Marie, anybody asks about my plans, you can go ahead and delete them. They don't need to know. It's none of their business. Bobby got burned for $1,700 for one guy that had a video being there. Yeah, I heard that, pilot. Although it probably isn't always the case. Some people may not know talking about your plans is taboo. People come and go in chat just saying, oh, that's true, Builder Bob. That's very true. But at this point, it's pretty easy to identify who is and who is not the trolls. I mean, just by the names they choose and the way they pose their questions, they're pretty obvious. So, 25 below, got here tomorrow. I'm sorry, pilot. I'm sorry, brother. I really am. Glad that's not me, so. Yep, I'm sure. Okay, good deal. Oh, here comes an interesting little dinghy. I don't know if we'll be able to see it in this light, but I'm going to try to show it to you. A little blue and white little runabout. Look at that. Got his canopy up over him. Looks like a fun little dinghy. Got his little outboard on the back putting along. Actually, I get a kind of a kick out of seeing guys like that, you know. You see this great big guy in this little tiny dinghy. There's one guy that is almost my size. Not quite my size, but almost my size. And he runs around, excuse me, he runs around the harbor in a Portland Pudgy. Now, have you ever seen a Portland Pudgy? They're a little tiny boat, but looks like he's wearing a really big hat. Yeah, it did, didn't it, pilot? Oh. Anyhow, there's a really big guy running around this little Portland Pudgy, and I just, you know, hey, God bless him, but wow. It is such a, the freeboard, I mean, there's like no freeboard on the Portland Pudgy. I mean, when this guy's running around, if he has a 6-inch wave hit him broadside, he's going to have water in the boat with him. So, of course, the Portland Pudgy is going to float irregardless whether it's full of water. You could literally fill a thing full of water and it would still go, but not here for positive. Yeah, that's right, Marie. You can pretty much tell just by the names they choose. Some of them, I have to admit, some of them are fairly smart and subtle, and they keep low key and they try to behave for a while, but they eventually show their true intentions. I mean, they eventually spill the beans on themselves and they get bumped. You know, some of them are smarter than others, obviously, but none of them are too bright. I mean, what kind of a person wants to do that kind of stuff? You know, why would you want to be doing something negative? So, huh? Why is that? Would you do something negative? No, you wouldn't. You just give people hugs and kisses all day, don't you? That's all you do. Oh, you woof at people, though, don't you? You do. You woof at people, right? Woof. Who's there? Go get him. Who's there? Who's there? Okay. Watch this. I'm going to knock on the hull and see what she does. What's the matter? Who's there? Who's there? Go get him. Go get him. I'm surprised she didn't bark at that. She's all excited though. Who's there? Go get him, Lily. Go get him. Go get him. You go get him. Go get him. What you doing, huh? What are you doing? You gonna go get him? You gonna go get him? Go on. Go get him. It's fun giving my dog a hard time, so. But until they do something wrong. That's right, that's right. We leave them alone until they do something wrong, so. I think there's a buyer's market, not a seller's market. Actually, Ed, not really. This time of year, there's definitely a seller's market, not a buyer's market. Now, wait until summer, that'll change. But this time of year, it's a seller's market, not a buyer's market. Life is too short, that nonsense. Live and let live. That's right, Bob. That's exactly right. Brain, but they're not intellectuals. Here you go, Martin. Benefit of the doubt. Anyone who has been judged incorrectly can email Carl. There you go. Portland Pudgy is rated as a life raft. They're pretty cool. Yes, they are rated as a life raft if you have the right canopy covers and all that stuff for it. It can be considered as a life raft. And so they are without a doubt a very cool boat. But when you see somebody that is, you know, my size trying to sit in one, they just, I mean, they just aren't rated to carry a lot of weight, I guess, is what I'm saying. So, have you been drinking? If so, what? I'll take 2. Hey, Ted, I'm drinking beers, man. Can I say yet, please? Can you say yeet, please? Yeet, please? Okay. Maybe you should learn to spell. You don't sell a Corvette in the snow. That's right. And some names are not appropriate on YouTube, offensive. That's right, Marie. That's absolutely correct. So, anyhow, cheers. And sadly, that was the end of that one. And that means I have to go down below and get more, because I would like another beer this year. I just feel I'm in a beer drinking mood tonight, man. I really am. I just want to have a beer, so. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I guess I'm showing the boat tomorrow. I have somebody here who wants me to show the boat tomorrow. I'm not ready to show the boat yet, folks. I got work to do. It is what it is. I guess I'm showing the boat tomorrow, so. Oh, too much fun, too much fun. Oh, I guess I got to call Johanna, too. See what's going on. Uh-oh, 3 new... just like that, I have 3 new messages. Okay. Okay, all right, well. I guess I have a lot of calls to return here, so. All I'm saying is guys are a bit quick on the trigger. Yeah, okay, well, maybe so. Maybe so. When you're tied up to the mooring balls, do you need to have your lights on? Dave, yes, yes and no. I mean, you should have your anchor light on just as a safety feature. But the Coastie guys came through the harbor. We had a meeting with them, and they said if you're on a mooring ball, they're not going to give you a hard time about not having your anchor light on. Now, if you're in the anchorage, but you're right on one of the outside edges, if you're along the main canal where all the boats come and go, they want the sailboats that are out there along the edge to have their anchor light on. That helps define that channel so people can find their way through. But other than that, they're not going to enforce that whether or not you have your light on. The fact is, at night here inside of the designated anchorage in the mooring field, it's not a requirement to have your light on, but it's certainly a good practice to do that. And if I had LED lights up on my mast, I would do that, but I don't. I have an incandescent, and it really draws a lot of power. So I do not keep my anchor light on at night. I do have other battery-operated lights that are on at night on my boat, but that's the extent of what I do. Oh, I hope that answers your question. But wait, there's more. This time of year, people are desperate to get rid of boats. It is a buyer's market. Wow, Kimmy, I don't know where you are, but not here in Florida. People down here in Florida are not at all desperate to get rid of boats. This is the time of year people come down here to Florida to buy boats. So it is definitely not a buyer's market here in Florida. Maybe up in the Midwest or in those areas, where it's cold and snowy, but not down here right now. So the one behind you is lit up pretty good. The one behind me. Oh, the blue one over there. Yeah, he's got some blue lights on. Yep. Oh yeah. See, now there's your typical troll nonsense, Typical troll nonsense. So we'll just get rid of that guy. Unhidden. I didn't unhide him. I hid him. Hide him. Oh, I see. Somebody else hide him and I unhid him, and now we hit him. Anyhow, we got him. Carl Brook is boring. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And see, this is the funny thing about it, guys. I'm boring. There's 90 people watching me be boring. There's people that get on the chat that go and create false identities with Facebook, with YouTube, to be able to get on here to say that I'm boring. And it's like, okay, then go do something else. I mean, how stupid do you have to be? If you think I'm boring, I mean, then don't watch. Why would you? I just don't get that mentality, kids. I just don't get that mentality. Anyhow, kids, listen, it's getting dark. You can't even see me anymore. I can't barely see myself in the phone anymore. And my battery's running down. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. Seriously, I do need to make a fuel run here the next day or two. So if there's anybody out there kicking some funds for a fuel run, I would appreciate it. It's going to be about 40 bucks or thereabouts, a little more. So that would be great if somebody could help out with that. I would appreciate it. And then I should be good for a little while. Although I do need to raise money for postage, but not right immediately. That's something coming up soon again. I did get some of that covered just recently. Thank you to those people that helped out with that. But I do need to make a fuel run. I need to make like a $41, $42 fuel run and go get fuel. So if anybody out there feels like kicking in a few bucks, in the link in the description down below, there's a link to my PayPal. So hit up the PayPal. That would be great. I would appreciate it. And if you're so inclined, there's a second link to my PayPal beneath the first one. That second one is there for you guys to benefit from. Click on that link, go to PayPal, set yourself up your own PayPal account, get yourself a PayPal card, put $40 in there for your PayPal account. PayPal will give you an additional $20, giving you a 50% return on your investment, and they'll give me $20 for taking the time to ask you to do that. So it's a win-win for both of us. You make a little money and I make a little money. So jump in there and get yourself a PayPal card. That would be a big help. Let me go ahead and check the chat here real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this. So, how is the weight loss going? Well, I'm a person of similar size and has been doing keto since November. Going well. Yeah, I have heard a lot of good things about keto, some bad things about keto. You know, weight loss is really simple, a really simple process, you know. Eat less and move more. It's not that big of a deal, so... Pilot says, how stupid was that? Yep. I think I have more thumbs up from all your friends. I think I have more. Okay, well, cool, Dan. Good to know. Living in mama's basement is boring. There you go, man. You skeptic. Marry at first, but keto works. Okay. If you were so boring, why is he here? There you go, Martin. Exactly. Thank you, Pilot. PayPal link. Pending until my new card comes in. All right, Dan. Dan, you should still be able to donate whether or not your card is coming in or not. That shouldn't stop you from being able to donate, but whatever, it's okay. Mine should be here this week. Cool, Marie, good to know. So, Builder Bob says good night, everybody. And with that said, good night, everybody. Be good, be careful, take good care of one another. Thank you for watching. I will be back